Public transportation. Yeah, I know I had a video on etiquette on transportation, but I wanted to talk today about public transportation and kind of why I like it over automobile transportation. Now, I know buses are both public transportation and automobile transportation, but I'm mostly talking about the difference between trams and trains and such, and automobile transportation as in personal automobile like cars and trucks. But first, context. In a city that devotes a lot of focus to public transportation, accessing that transportation is much easier and more convenient. It actually becomes much easier to walk. You have less massive parking lots taking up a lot of space that could be used for other buildings. So the walkability of a city actually increases if they put more focus on public transportation. And I love to explore cities on foot. This also opens up a kind of diffusing effect on shops and restaurants and bars and things like that, where you start getting a spread out of quality establishments throughout a city. You can kind of see this most cities you go to that have very good public transportation where it's very easy to walk around. Many of the neighborhoods, even the less central neighborhoods, still have a lot of really popular restaurants and shops and things like that that you may want to go and visit. You're not solely dependent on getting in a car and driving down to some mega mart or whatever and kind of getting crappy products as a result. One huge benefit of public transportation over taking a car is my productivity. I can read a book, I can write, I can work on some documents or edit. So that means that time traveling to and from work is not wasted. I spent 6 months of a half hour each way, which comes out to about 120 hours, learning French. That's huge. Now you could do an audiobook in the car, but it's a very passive thing. You're not actively taking tests and making choices and seeing if your choices are correct or not. I've done many things on the train, including writing my first 40 pages of my first novel, and it all comes together as just no longer wasted time because you're traveling. And there's a convenience factor too. When you're traveling with multiple people, you really notice this. Or you can have, say, 5 people go someplace, meet up, hang out or whatever, and then decide that they're going to go someplace else and just get up and go. It's a lot easier to do this and to carry on the conversations that you were having without having to start over or like cut the conversation because people are getting into different cars. You don't have to decide, should I leave my car and join them or no, you just go. You just go. There's actually many reasons as to why I prefer public transportation, but those are just a few. I hope this didn't get too long-winded or too convoluted. I don't know. So let me know, do you prefer public transportation or driving? Now, I left out bikes and walking specifically, but I'll take that as well. You tell me, what mode of getting around do you prefer the most? Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next week.